Have you ever stopped to consider that your baby's birthday is very similar to your wedding day, and the postpartum weeks that follow could be viewed as the honeymoon, or as I like to call it, the baby moon? Hi, I'm Jojo Hogan, a postpartum maternal care specialist and founder of the Slow Postpartum Movement, a worldwide movement that encourages and educates us to view the postpartum as being a time of profound importance and significance in the life of a new mother, partners, and families. Yesterday, I put up a social media post that really resonated with a lot of people. In that post, I suggested that we start to view the birthday of our babies is very similar to our wedding day. Now, I know not all of you are married, and I'm not married myself, but in my experience and with all my friends and people that I know, I've really seen how much importance that many people put on the day of getting married. And I think that's lovely. It's such a lovely ritual and celebration, to coming together to celebrate your love with your partner. And in my experience, many people put a lot of time, effort, and investment into planning for this really special day. As well as that, they also plan and invest in the honeymoon after the wedding, so that they have time as a couple to come together to really cement that love, to have time off after the intensity of the wedding preparations, to relax, to bond, and to fall even more deeply in love. I think this is wonderful. But what I would love to see is exactly the same process around the day of a baby's birth and the weeks and months following the postpartum. In my experience, quite a few people do really think about the birthday of their baby. Many of us put together a birth plan. We think about how and where we'd like to birth, who we'd like there, how we'd like to be supported, etc., etc. And I think that's really important. Of course, not all births work out exactly as we've planned, but I still really think that having a preferences list around your birth, things that are important to you, people that are important to you, the environment that's important to you, is absolutely essential, because that helps guide your caregivers into making your birth the most positive and satisfying experience that it can be. So birth planning is wonderful. However, in my experience also, and also my own personal experience, because I was exactly the same, many people forget about the honeymoon, the postpartum, or the baby moon as I like to call it. The postpartum weeks with your new baby that follow the birth are equally, if not more, important. For instance, they last a lot longer than the day of the birth, which can sometimes be only 1 or maybe 2 days. The postpartum continues for the next few weeks and months. So if we think about the similarities of the day that your baby's born to the day that you get married, usually 1 or 2 days, lots of thinking about it beforehand, lots of planning, making plans and wishes, not handing it all over to somebody else, but being a integral part of making sure that the day goes well. But often this kind of planning is not done for the postpartum. What I would love to see is for mothers, women, partners and families to put in just as much time, effort and investment into the postpartum weeks as they do to plan for their wedding or their baby's birthday. What that means is thinking about how you can have some time, space and a beautiful environment all set up, ready to go, so that after your baby's birth, you don't have to think about anything else apart from resting, recovering, bonding and falling deeply in love with your new baby, and often with each other again. This does take time and planning. We can't just leave it up to thinking it's going to unfold, because having a new baby is incredibly intense, as many of you know. So, some of those things that I'd love for people to think about before their baby comes along are things like, what do you want your environment to be like in your postpartum? Which visitors would you like to be coming over to look after you? And when I say look after you, I mean really care for you. Who's going to bring you food? Who's going to be cleaning and clearing up the house for you? Who might be looking after your other children or pets? All of these things need to be thought about and sometimes even invested in before baby comes along. The benefits of having great postpartum care after the birth of a baby cannot be underestimated. When a mother, father, or partner are deeply cared for, rested, nourished, and nurtured, the benefits are profound for their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. How can you plan for a positive, peaceful, and slow postpartum before your baby comes in the same way as you would plan for a positive, peaceful, and restful honeymoon after the intensity of your wedding day? If you would like any help with this, I'd be more than happy to assist you with my one-on-one doula packages or my online course, which is coming up in the next few weeks. Feel free to find out more on my website, slowpostpartum.com. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to subscribe on my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'd look forward to talking to you all again soon.